A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Why is it not? Wait. There we go. That's a little better. I'm doing a little bit of gaming, coding, whatever. I'm gonna work on some my callouts too later, but right now I'm working on the website for this YouTuber. Really cool dude. Right now I'm trying to figure out what went wrong with the color on here. I like the color on here, but on my blog it's a little bit different. So this is a new page that's added in, and it's a full blog he can post. Shows the real date, real time, and I have an admin page for him that he can log in to create posts. So I can create whatever I want in here. And I have the passwords and stuff into here, so this is the password. Um, I love you all. Post it, boom. I go over here, refresh, boom, and it's 10. And I got the seconds there. Let's left the seconds in there. This is the real date. This is the real time. So pretty cool. I'm gonna give him more customizations where he can actually log into the site. His, have more admin control, change his picture, edit his post from here. But until then, we have to go to the website that I use for my back end server side of stuff, and then I can go here and delete that table. So that's the password that he'll need to use to get in. Obviously, I'm going to change it. That's just I'm going to change it to whatever he wants it to be. Oh my god, I do a lot of comments. If I don't write comments, I'll forget what something's gonna do. Like if I didn't write a comment for this, I would not. I would be like, "Where's this going?" But I know it's gonna be for the website. Navbar, so I put a comment for Navbar. I comment all these out 'cause I'm not gonna be using them right now. I'm not gonna be using them on the obviously on the blog page. But I want to get the same color I have here on the homepage. I don't know what happened. What happened there? And these links don't work going to the other places. We're gonna fix that too. Let me check. Maybe it's in my header. So maybe the header has a. Maybe I added a color to the header into my. Yeah. Maybe that's what. Yeah. Maybe that's it right here. So this section. Maybe this is the one. I mean, I'm just gonna start moving. Cause I'm not sure what color is the one. I don't remember. I thought it was this one, but it's gonna be in the header. I thought. So that's my top part there. So yeah, it's gonna be definitely be the header. I just need to find it. So there's section header, footer, light bar. That's gonna be a light bar right here. I'm pretty sure that's the one right here. Yeah, which just looks nice. So I got a Z index 1000, so it's gonna keep it at the top. Here we go. Here we go. I think we're getting somewhere now. Background. Yeah. So this could be the site header. So where is the color for it though? That could be on a brand. This? I think this might be it. Nope, that's up top still. Where is it at? I don't remember. I thought it was under header. There's my shadow right there and that. Here we go. This is it right here. That's gotta be it. Gotta be it. Oh man, I broke the freaking API. I forgot to. I forgot to freaking disable it. Crap. There it is. Crap, man. Crazy. That is so crazy. So it's gonna be hero. I thought I put it in the header. I mean, I could. This is basically a header. So circle at top. So there's my circle. I put like a little smudge circle. It's kind of like it's a radiant or a gradient. And then I'm saying circle at top. So we're gonna do circle, have the red, and then we'll do a 0. And then one good thing about programming, if you're not really sure what something does, you can kind of read the syntax of everything. So saying shorthand property for setting most background property at the same place in the style sheet. Widely available across major browsers baseline. So that's basically saying So basically, I can set a color on top of another color within this circle, which is basically what I did. I added the blue around it, and then I added the red, so red top, and I'm giving blue at about 35%. So it's gonna be 35% opacity, 70% for the black. So just slight of a darker color. I won't say black. I mean, I don't know what kind of color that is. Not black though, is it? I guess it's dark black. And I gotta fix the freaking videos. I broke that. Every time I forgot to disable the API before I started editing because it always breaks every time I start to mess with things. Now I gotta try to fix that again. That takes time to get the work in. Okay, so for the blog page, I don't know what happened. I want to have the same color on the blog page as the home page. I don't know what happened there. If I go to my admin, this is where he'll be able to log in. And I got the password over here. This took me a long time to code. I was getting so aggravated. Oh, I was getting aggravated. So I wrote comments for everything, so I knew everything did. Cause if I didn't, I wouldn't know. I would forget what it does. I'm not gonna lie. Because there's so much code in this JavaScript. I hate JavaScript. I ain't gonna lie. People say it's beginner friendly. It can be, but it starts to get confusing. So if I don't write comments, I'm gonna read through my code, and I'm gonna have to sit here and focus on and remember what it does, why we doing it. So if I just comment to myself and other developers, that instead of having to dig into it to kind of figure out what it does, you can kind of just say, okay, that goes to that website, blah blah blah. That's checking the message. Just gonna check password. If it's incorrect, show incorrect. So we'll get a status. Then we'll get an incorrect password, and then we'll get obviously red. So if I just type in the wrong password, that is right. So that should work. Handler click SLS pass input value trim. Const message input value trim. Okay, and then we have our pass input document get on the ID admin. That should be in our HTML. Boom, there it is. We got our code up here. So if I go to the website to my data, I'm gonna go ahead and get my password that I have. He can change this to whatever he wants to change it to, but I go on here. I say new video out now. Boom. Publish. If I go back, and as you can see, accurate date. So obviously 21st. Not sure what time it would show. Since I'm in Central Time, and 11 o'clock would be 12 o'clock in Eastern Time, so I'm not sure if that would show on my time or what it show. Like, I'm guessing it show based on what my system is or whatever somebody else's system is. I think that's how I have it set up. Let me go check. That's gonna be under, I think, blog. Yeah, past time created. So that will, yeah. So here it is right here. So yeah, created past time. So that's gonna create a past time, and it's gonna also do local strings. So right here, this is new date post dot create at two local strings. So that's basically saying this is that's saying the date. If I delete that, it will not show the date. Okay, post phrase. I don't know what else I want to do with the website. I mean, I really like this blog because it allows people to be updated, and then you obviously have the help thing. That's all that's functional. That works. This is also works on all devices as well. Go to inspect. You can go to any device you want, and it fits nicely, very very nicely on all devices. That took me a while, but this was the most frustrating part of the website. I spent 2 days trying to get this to work, and I could not get it to work. Doing all the back end stuff and this JavaScript because I freaking hate JavaScript, but I know it. I'm not advanced in JavaScript. I'm probably an intermediate, but I still hate it because when something goes wrong, it takes so long to figure out what's going on. The troubleshooting gives me a headache. So here we go. We got a nice little login page. Obviously, people won't have access to this. I thought about putting it as a login for him on the website, but I'm probably just gonna put this in the back end, and he'll have access to it through my database to be able to post in there. Or because eventually I'm going to have it where you can it'd be like a membership base. you can be able to register and sign up, make an account, and people will be able to communicate in here. Eventually, that's gonna happen, but that's way more advanced, and that's gonna take me weeks to do. But I am gonna start on it because right now I didn't want to post this. I didn't want to post the blog just yet. So I usually go. I'll just come in here. Like if I have to do an update on other stuff, but I don't want to release this yet, then I just go into my HTML, and then I would just take this and hide my blog page, and that way it will not get rendered as code. And then we go back to home, and we will not have no longer have a link. So there would be no way for anyone to get to that page. So I'm not sure if they can leak the code. Can you see comment code that's coming out? Probably not. Let me see. So that just shows. Yeah, you can see comment the stuff. I wonder if you can see that on other websites too. So I mean, if you want to, if people want to leak the code, there you go, leak it. But they can easily look at here and see what things I have planned that's not out on the website. That's fine. I mean, I could probably make it. I could probably make it. Uh. What's the word I'm looking for? Like encrypted. Is that the word I'm looking for? Encrypted. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need to load that anyways right now. See, so their stuff looks to be encrypted. Yeah, I wonder how they do that. They probably run it through encrypted. I could probably run mine through encrypted too. I might actually do that. I have a encrypted uh, program which I use for my LSPDFR callouts, where people can't leak the code or get into it. It's actually pretty good too. I'm getting one error, and that's the Google, and that's because I'm not no longer using that link anymore. That's fine. It's just that link up here. I'm not really using that, but I'll keep it anyways. No, it's just from right here. It's just from right here. I was about to say, what the heck happened to my freaking link? I deleted it. Accident. So now we'll try to get the color to transfer over to here. I don't know how that happened, but let's see what happened there. And now I gotta troubleshoot it and figure out what happened. And this one could probably have the same background as well to give it more of an effect. Let's go into our style. It's gonna be this one. No. Overlay, that's gonna be. Oh, that's the transparent. Oh my god. I forgot that's how it looked in the beginning. Oh my god. I could actually, that would be terrible if I actually went with that. That looks terrible. I don't remember it looking that bright though. But usually when I'm coding, I do a lot of code at once, and then I go look and see how it looks because I pretty much know what everything does. But man, I'm gonna have to start doing a couple lines of code and refresh it, doing lines because that looks absolutely horrible. Okay, there's RAM. So this means right here. This means why can I hello why can I hear myself? Hold on 1 second. I mean, why can I not hear myself? Um, yeah, there we go. All right. So this is 2.5 RAM gap. So that's giving me a gap between the content, which is right here. This is a grid. We're using display grid and display flex. Display inline flex, yeah. So we're using flex. So it's very, very good. It's keeping everything horizontally. So display inline, so that's flexing everything horizontally. That looks nice. But let's go back up here. Let's get rid of this. That looks a lot better. So I'm turning all the, I'm basically right here, I'm just turning all the opacity down to making everything transparent. And we don't want to point an event. And making everything position absolute. So now we gotta figure out, how do I want to get it to over here? I could put it in the community, right? So do I have .hero overlay in my blog? I should. I thought I had it in here. I got footer, JavaScript. I deleted it out of here, I think. Okay, we need that back. So let's go back and instead of writing the code, I'm just gonna go find it because I save myself in trouble. As I already get headaches enough. I'm doing a lot of coding, but here we go. So right here, I just have it empty. That is gonna be my overlay. This is my hero right here. Obviously, I don't want to have any of the text. Nothing. I just want the colors, so I could probably just do hero overlay and just copy that. I think that's all I need, really. And then I can go ahead. And just make sure I get everything named right. I'm just gonna copy this. Let me see if it works. So I'm just gonna do a background color of green. So that does not work. So let me try one more thing. I don't know why that's not working. I'm so confused right now. What is that? Like I'm so confused where I'm even at. Because I have my community. I have both of these linked up to both of these. If I was smart, I would have made a whole different photo just for my style. I wouldn't have styled everything here with this. I would have just copied everything from this one and put it in his own new folder for this page. Cause now I'm so confused to what file I needed to edit. It should be my community file. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be? See, rate insert. I'm just trying to find the color. And it should have been. Not video header. Just keep going down. So much code in here. Oh my god. So official website and similar. So that's gonna be in the same heading. Yeah. So it's gonna be this. That's gonna be the content. So if I could delete this, so yeah, that gives it the color. Makes it transparent. And obviously, if I get rid of my style sheet, it's gonna look terrible. There we go. Website done. There you go. Enjoy. Oh my god, this looks so bad with just HTML. God, it looks so bad with just HTML. Oh my god, that's insane. All right, so yeah, I am on vacation as of 4:30 yesterday. I'm off for like 12, 13 days. I don't even know. I'll go back December 1st, whatever that is, like 11 days. I don't know. Still a good vacation because I made it sure it was around the holidays. And I'm also gonna have to use. I don't have to use vacation for Thursday and Friday next week because it's a holiday for us. We get paid for it, which means I'm gonna have like two more, basically, yeah, almost 2 days left of vacation I can use for maybe around Christmas. So that's gonna be nice. And leaving tomorrow at like 3:40, 4 o'clock in the evening. Going like an hour out of town. Going camping. Gonna do a lot of fishing. I know people are trying to convince me not to bring my laptop because I want to do nothing but code. I want to code and work on stuff because I have a lot of stuff that I need to work on. My call out pack website. I got another website I'm working on for my call out pack, which I'm actually going to go ahead and showcase that right now. I think I have it here somewhere. I don't remember where it's at. Do not remember what I did with my website. Oh man, what folder did I put it in? Oh man, what folder did I put it in? I don't even remember. I think I put it under test site. It might be one of these. Yep. So I was just goofing around because I was this is my you know this was my website of stuff that I was doing. I made like a contact page and it got dark mode works nicely. I do gotta fix this. I don't know why that's happening, but I gotta fix that for dark mode. But yeah, it looks nice. And then I was just goofing off. This is how I just goof off. I wanted to see what I can do. I want to get creative and try different things. I made a membership page, which is fully responsive on all devices as well. That's just if you have a membership, whatever. It's got a nice little hover effect. I like the way this came out. I just wanted to see what I can do with it. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. And then I have, as a musician, I have a lot of guitars back there. I have like, what, 12 guitars, 13 guitars, and I have a drum set behind me. Thought I had my camera on. I got guitars right there and a drum set behind me. So as a musician, I wanted to try if I can come up with some kind of like tour page. And this is where I came up with for that. I did have a animation where it wouldn't show until you scroll. So I was like, I'm just gonna have it show automatically. But yeah, you can get tickets. They don't go nowhere obviously, but it could. Um, just nice little tour calendar, I guess you could say. And then Texans. So me personally, I am the creator of Texan Casual Callouts. I would never do this to anybody else. You know, I would never add their callouts to a zip. You have to. I'll give you the link on my website. I will give you the link to another callout pack or whatever, like I did with Similar, I give All the miles I added to his website, I linked you to the source of wherever he got, wherever he's linked. And a lot of people won't allow you to post their links outside LSPDFR anyways, usually. So I would never do that, but since I'm the creator, I am adding mine into a complete zip. Hit download, automatically download to your computer. That's how I have it set up for me, because I am the creator of it. So I think I just have it nav. I don't know. I was just testing around, but I wanted to see. I didn't really think it was gonna be anything serious. I didn't know how it was gonna turn out, but it actually turned out really good. These ain't all the callouts. Um. Yeah. I like the way it came out though. It turned out really nice. And some reason I love. I mean, so I made similar page like this because this is how his YouTube header is. It's kind of got some red and blue vibes to it. So I kind of went with that. If I go to his channel, it's kind of got a little red and blue. So I just went ahead and splash. I guess you could say like splash painted it pretty much, which means just threw red, gradient in there and just kind of messed around with it. Um, but I wasn't sure how my website was going to turn out. I'm about to make it go live. It's got a nice little hoverboard. You can check out all our callouts. You can check out coming soon stuff. I might even add some teasers to it. Um, and then download now. You can just hit download and boom, it'll just download straight to your computer. It's just that simple. I didn't get crazy with it. It's definitely not as good as this. It's definitely not as good as his website. I took some time on it. I like the way that turned out, but it is definitely not. It's not as great as this one. I didn't. It wasn't my best work. I'll tell you that. I could have done a lot better with it. But and I don't like how. I can't believe I even did this. I don't like how it just snaps to. I mean, I guess it's not bad, but if you go to his website, everything I have it scrolling down to different sessions. I don't know why I did that on this one, or just jumps. But probably because I took more time on his, I kind of rushed this one. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, it's a website, and then you can check all of our upcoming stuff, and maybe even reach out to me for if you want to be a beta tester on the pack. And I'm actually going to be working on some new. I think 2 or 3 callouts have new locations, and I will be doing all of them. Probably this coming week, I'll be doing all locations, and that means it's gonna be hard work. Like it's gonna take a lot of work because I have to like every call I have, uh, where it's high speed chase or whatever it is. Those ones I can code it to spawn next near the player, like 140 float or whatever it is, and I can have it spawn on a random street. So those ones ain't gonna be hard because that's not a specific location. It's just I'll just spawn the suspect or whatever at whatever on whatever street, on a random street within a certain distance of the player. But the ones that go to a specific location, a house, dispute, finding clues to a specific location, I have to go to each of these locations to find new locations, get the coordinates, and add the coordinates in. Luckily, I have a tool in my scripts that I created that allows me to hit one button and get the coordinates of any um, place you want. I'm also gonna be reworking this. These my I ain't gonna lie, I did a poor job on the language for my call out. A horrible job because people could easily come in here, change this, and delete this by accident, and they just broke the whole language. It's broken. I need to fix that. I really need to fix that, rework that. But if I go to LSPDFR, if I go to scripts, here we go. I have saved coordinates, and then right here I hit a button. It'll save the coordinates wherever I'm at, the location, the header, the heading, and everything. And so yeah, I have 2 locations that are done right now. That's coming soon. So I did a family dispute, new location, and I did bar fight, new location. And just to give everyone a hint, bar fight will be at. Is it Ellen's Lovely Liquor or something? Something like that. It's this the new locations are gonna be around the Vinewood area. People in the city will be able to get dispatched to Vinewood, but I'm doing Vinewood first, and then we'll go into more of the city, the in-depth downtown city and stuff. We'll have more locations around there, and then we'll do Plato Bay. So I have to go. I have to go in each call out, all 27 or 28 calls I have, and do hand everything. So I have to make it randomize the locations, and I gotta make it do all kind of stuff. And if the player is not in Sand Shores, don't give them this location. If they're in this location, give them this location. It's more than what people think it is. It's kind of complicated sometimes because I get frustrated trying to figure out how I want to do it. Sometimes they don't work, and I gotta figure out a new approach. But yeah, I'm very proud of this. But yeah, that's the website for Tax Sims. Nothing fancy at all. You can hit download there too, or you can hit download there too, so it don't matter. This website, I just took my time with it, and it just looks so clean, bro. Oh my god, it looks so clean. But it won't look clean if you take, you take your style sheet page. So let's just get rid of that. Where did it go? All right, so I need to fix this color, and also what's going on here? The quickest way to fix this would probably be to, man, delete the pet blog page and re-add it in and then copy and paste the code. Cause I'm not sure where I messed up at. I don't really want to deal with it right now. I'm just trying to think about it. Because the problem is with debugging, even though I'm not getting an error, because it's not actually an error, there's so much code, and you gotta remember, like, look, I've been programming websites for a while, 7 years now. And when I have certificates to show for it, I've done websites for other people before, but man, I'm still learning. I still forget what things do. If I even take a couple months off of programming, my mind goes blank. Like it's just like playing guitar. If I would stop playing guitar for years, I lose my calluses and I probably forget some things. So, I'm trying to remember some of this code. So let's pull up with 42 pixels. So this is for the blog page. That is for the admin page, I think. That's right here. So I can probably add the wait. That has light bar, so why is that not showing? Okay, that is showing up there. Cool. So that's showing up there. Oh, man. Just trying to remember. I'm just trying to. My mind went blank. Come on, come back. Where was I at? Okay, let's go to. Dude, there's just so much code. So that's gonna be the header, right? That's gonna be the header. So where's my header? Here we go. Which tells me I don't have. Is it because I don't have this? You have that. So I bring that back. Okay. Oh, I see what happens. I stacked it. Now we need to figure out how to get the color. I don't remember exactly how I got the color to do it before. I had the light bar, but I have these colors saved right here. I have root. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up this. I don't remember what color it is, man. Why did I not take notes of this? Stupid. I don't remember which ones I used for the header. I put it in header, but I guess I put it in something else. Should have wrote a freaking comment. Every time I always write comments for the the obvious stuff. But I never write comments for the colors, which is the most important part because it's gradient. I don't know what color's which. Stupid. Should be this one, right? There's red, blue. These are the ones I'm using. But now I gotta find where I'm added in. I thought I added it in the body, but no, I didn't add it there, so I added it somewhere else. And it's only in the top part, which tells me that I added it to a header. And that's gonna be that up there, right? That's just RGBA. So there's a box shadow right here. Not one on that side, dude. Not one on that side. No, man. Yeah. There we go. Then I gotta fix this API. API broke. It's awesome. I'm having a great time. That's hover. That's showing the hover right here. All the hovers. Right? That's the hover, right? Oh, that's the hover for that. Okay. That's for that. Okay. Flex, none, toggle. Here we go, right? This should be it. This is it right here, right? This has to be it. There it is. It's in hero. So I need to add this. I need to add dot hero. We don't have dot hero to the blog. That's probably why. Do I have it on obviously here? Or where did I put it? I put it. So it's not gonna be the home page. Here we go. Hero text. but we just want to use the color. So actually, what I could probably do is I could probably copy this. Trying to think. That ain't gonna work. Shoot, man, what am I think? Oh, man. Come on. Maybe the site header. Maybe in here. Oops. Dot hero. Or what if I do? Wait. What if I wait? What if I'm trying to get some ideas now. What if I? Okay. Okay. And then I keep the color red and we delete this the background. Okay, so that works. Now we need to go ahead and split it up. So what I'll do is I'll delete this from the body and then I'll add a hero section. That way I can break it up. See, that's gonna give it a mid height. It's gonna allow it to not duplicate as well. So I'll just copy this into here. And then what if I could just go into okay, well that didn't work out very well. Okay. Uh well let's see how let's think this back through. Site header. So it is gonna be in the header. Oh god, what is it doing? The question is what am I doing? Dot hero. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Come on. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? The thing is, I don't understand. I have this style sheet linked to my blog page. Why is it not showing the colors properly? If I delete this, this breaks this. And if I delete this, that just breaks everything. So I don't understand why it's not. The color should be taking effect. It's because I'm missing something on my HTML. That's why I don't know which one I'm missing. Let me see. Site header. Here we go. What we'll do is we'll add. We'll add in our header again. We'll add in our header. And then now we have everything we need for that. And then we'll go back into here. And we'll grab our hero section. and see if we can get our color back, and then we can just delete the stuff we don't want. Ha! Ha ha ha. So now we got our color back. So yeah, I was right. I was right. I wasn't sure. But we have to have the hero, and then we have to have a overlay. The overlay is what's giving us the overlay behind everything in the back. Because I have an overlay into my side. I thought so. I wasn't sure. So if I go down here, I should have an overlay somewhere. Should have a section overlay. Overlay, 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 overlay. Where you at? I'm getting close. Overlay should be up here at the top. Overlay description, overlay title, overlay, hero, oh, hero overlay. There it is. So, this is what's giving us our transparent and everything. Now I can go back into our blog, and we don't need to have all of this. Definitely don't need the video. Delete this. We do not need. That goes to the hero card. We don't need the hero card. We don't need that. And then this would go a part of. I don't think we need the content either. The content. There we go. I don't like that big old. I don't like that at all. The gap. So now we gotta figure out how to fix that. So if I go into, I might have to. Let me see. And here we go right here. So it's giving it a viewport height. So that's 72. If I were to change this to 25 viewport height, or I should okay, well I might just bring all of this up. I don't know why. It's so big. I wonder if I could do. So that changes that. Okay, so if I do a max height, 50%. What if I do 20%? If I do negative 20%, it doesn't do nothing. 10 pixels doesn't do nothing. That's let me. Okay, wait. That's a mid height. Let's give it a max height. Give it a max height of 125%. Dude, what? Okay. Oh wait, the header is way too big for this page. You can't even see it. It's not even responsive either. Okay. Trying to figure out the approach I want to go, man. Why is it not working? This is all about coding, man. When you forget what you're doing, and you forget what you don't understand really exactly why it's taking up the whole website like that. Now what happened? Why did it break? Now I'm back down. Wait, what is going on? It only shows on big screens. Okay, that's odd. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, hmm. What if I add this as a background? So as a header, since there's not anything really in the header anyways. Could try that. So let's take away this. Now what's going on? Now I can't take style out, can I? Because that just completely breaks the website because I have everything in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add all of this into here. Mm, my god. Oh my god, why am I having trouble getting this to work? Dude, I hate programming sometimes. Oh my god. That's so frustrating when something doesn't work right. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I mean, I like the way it looks, but I want to see if I can add that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to community. First thing we're going to do, now that I added that in there, we're going to get rid of our style. Now we have our own style with this page, with this community page right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just comment out some things here. I'm going to try something. Let me find it. Oh my god. I'm a dot. I'm a dot. I'm a dot. Yeah. Dot. What rhymes with dot? Dot. Yeah. Okay. Um. Here we go. Here we go. Let's be. Oh wait. Beautiful heart. So let me go ahead and comment this out. So we're gonna say comment, and then we're gonna comment all of this out. Let's comment this out first. Let's just comment out section by section here. So it'll get ran by code. Right? And then we'll comment this out. And then we'll comment some. We're not even using all this stuff on our blog. I may just made a mistake adding that adding that all in. Screw it. Okay. I wonder if I could add this. I ain't gonna work on my root. Yeah. Let me see what about it. So that's just been I pretty much just so. What if I come down here and I say background? Does it repeat? No repeat. Well, then you get that. And that looks like crap. Okay, what's going on, bro? Okay. Why did it do that? Oh, I said no. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I might have to turn to Google, man. I don't want to. Okay, I took everything out of that. I just don't understand. Now everything's broken. Let me go fix that. Man, I guess it's not bad. If I could just I might have to bring this up. You know what? I might actually keep the word it's at. Maybe I just need to bring all this stuff up. Maybe that might be the easier solution. I mean, you'll still have to scroll, but even without it, I think you still have to scroll before anyways. And it's responsive until you get the smaller screen. Then it's just like, nope, we out of here. And that is because where's my media queries at? Heck. There's a small glitch right there. It shows up on here. don't understand why it's not working. Oh my god, brother. Come on, brain. Think. Doesn't want to think today, bro. It's aggravating. I just need some more coffee. That's what I need. Coffee. I will figure it out. That's what programming is, man. It's just freaking trial and freaking error. And 90% of the time, or 99% of the time, things go wrong. Freaking love it. I love it. I absolutely freaking love it. Because it makes programming fun. But I get frustrated. I do. Sometimes I have a couple friends that are really good programmers. A lot of them do back end. They're full stack developers. I'm only a front end developer. What you see on the site is what you get. That's from me. The back end stuff to make this work, I didn't use nobody. I didn't use a friend for back end server side. I used the website for that. Another website, and I made an account, and they gave me the code to put into my code to allow the back server stuff to work. I don't know back server stuff all that well. I didn't go to school for that or nothing. And I don't know server side of stuff. So, but usually I have a friend do it. Now the blog, I went through a database and my friend helped me set that up. But I try to keep things simple. If I really have to do, like if I'm doing something on my own, I usually reach out to one of my friends and he can help me with the server side stuff. But I just gotta figure out why this is responsive right here, but it's not responsive for the blog. Why? Okay, max. Okay, here's our media query. Max width of 960. So when it's a max width of 960, show this. Okay, great. But when we get to 720, so let's get down to show the link. We need. Oh, okay. I think I see what's going on here. Maybe I don't see what's going on here. It's right here. It should be working. Mid height. column move. Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick. I am going to rename this. I'm going to just rename it some trash stuff. It doesn't work. Okay. I just want to try something. Okay, I want to see if I'm missing something on this. I'm going to make a new log. Cause I want to debug it. This is my way. This is how I troubleshoot stuff. Since I already have a working HTML index, which is my home, I'm gonna copy everything from there and then slowly start picking things apart, and taking things out that I don't want into the blog page and see how it looks. Therefore, it's gonna tell me if something's broken in here or something broken in here. Cause I already have it anyway, so I'm gonna just copy my own code and put it in. Instead of having to trouble. That way I can try. It's another way of troubleshooting. So what I'll do is come here, boom, bada, boom. And then we'll come in here and we'll grab in our stuff that we need for our blog. Boom. And we'll put this. So actually we're not gonna put it in yet. So let's go back to our blog. Here we are. Home, blog, and you can't tell we're on a blog. Alright. So we're gonna start nitpicking some things apart in here. As you can see, it's fully customized. It's fully working well now. Okay, so we're gonna start with the callouts. So we're gonna go all the way down until we find the callouts here. Tutorials. We'll get rid of all this. Well, let's just start with this first. Okay. Go down. Let's keep going. About. We don't need to show about. Get rid of this. We can have the socials. That's fine. Footer. We'll have that, and then we'll have our help as well on there. Okay. Okay. So now the callouts should not nothing should be in here. YMap is though. Delete this. Delete this. And then we will just delete. Where is my end and div at? Okay, it's weird. Okay, so the color is still there. That's what we want. Now let's get rid of model list, which is gonna be. We're missing some stuff here too. Okay. And we'll get rid of this. Colors are still there. We're still gonna have a gap regardless. Probably. I don't have. Where's all my ending tags? Everything's still there so far, and here we go. If I delete this, still looks good. Delete this. We need to have the other stuff. Paragraph, get rid of this. Okay. And I need this part, right? Yeah. Do not need this. Okay, I lied. I do need that. Don't know what the hell is going on with this though. Oh my god. I don't understand exactly what's going on. The footer, I didn't even touch the footer. Shoot. Some bigger screens when things get a little rough. Okay, that's fine. We'll fix that. We're gonna have to position it differently at the bottom. Now let's go back. Let's put this. Oh, I say, what the heck's going on? Why does it look like that? I gotta add it in. Link. I actually like that. I ain't gonna lie. I actually like that. It actually fit. Actually, I actually like that. I was gonna have it this extend all the way to the bottom, like across the whole thing. But I actually like. It actually looks clean. Problem is, these ain't wanting to work properly. So we're gonna have to drop these down probably, or make these icons bigger. So I gotta remember how to make those bigger. Oh shoot. Uh, and then what we'll do is we need to go into our. We're on our blog. We need to go on our blog, and we're gonna have this go back to home. So it's gonna go back to index, and then we'll go back into index, and we'll go up to top. And we want this to go to blog, right? Okay, so we need to extend these, and I gotta remember how to do that. More coffee. More coffee. More. Yeah. What do I do with my? Oh, my headset going dead? Oh shoot. I'll charge it later. So this looks nice. I'm curious to how it's gonna look. The more posters I have, so I'm just gonna go. gonna change the password or something more. You mean incorrect password? You can have numbers? Wait, I gotta change that. Where you can have numbers. It's probably 'cause I don't have any letters. John 123. The hell? Okay, I gotta fix that. It looks like it's a fix. It looks like I made it into a fixed uh password. I don't look like I changed anything. It's weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and just. What happens if I don't have any? How does it look if I don't have any? Not posted yet. Okay. So we need to fix these icons though. That one looks okay, but can we spread them out? Maybe? Let me look at this code real quick. Why I can't have. Okay. So it looks like if I go into community. What we'll do. Okay, so we're gonna grab. What we're gonna do is we're gonna name these bullets or buttons different IDs than the ones we have in index, so we can use them and style them differently away from. Because I don't want to go through. I was thinking about like if I adjust it because I messed up by throwing everything in the same file. I should have had a blog file and had everything in here so I can just change one file and it changes only this page. But if I change anything in this page, it changes the home page too. So I'm gonna have to go through and work that out eventually. But for now, I can just rename everything. So if I go down here, I can just make an ID and target that into my log. So right here we have socials. I just have to connect. I just have to get a section, and I have to ID connect our contact. I just make contact two something. I don't know. Social grid and all this stuff will stay the same because I already had the ID. This takes up the whole session, so this will cover everything. So I just need to make this. So yep, we're gonna go into blog, and we'll just make this into two. Boom. And it works fine. So you get the bigger screens. Until you get to. Let's make a post and see how that looks on that screen. So right now I'm gonna try to design around that. Dude, it actually looks really clean, man. I just gotta figure out what's going on with the bigger screens here. Let me see how it would look on mobile devices again. It's very clean. Just gotta figure out what's going on. So we have contact too. So something's going on with. Something's going on. I gotta find my charger for my headphones here. Not sure where it's at. Crap. Here it is. Dude, I'm not getting no Call of Duty right now, bro. Wait. Call them back in a sec. Why is it? Oh my god. I'm so sick of chords. I really am. Here we go. I'll call him back real quick. You know, I'm gonna Call of Duty. Hey, what's up? I was just working on some coding stuff. Alright, what are you doing? You playing with Tyler? Yeah. I hate it. Yeah. I'm probably about to get on here in a little while. I was trying to fix something. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, man. I'll probably get on here in a little bit. I'll be up for a while. Alright. I ain't gonna be soon. I'm just trying to fix this on bigger screens. I don't know why it's doing this on bigger screens. It looks nice on small screens. I don't know why it's breaking on bigger screens. Because if I go into my actual homepage, everything stays intact. You know? And this goes across the whole website. But then when you get to bigger screens, all hell breaks loose. And I don't know why it's doing that. So, let's try to figure this out. we have a section right here. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. Let's see if I can find it on Google. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, because it looks fine on smaller screens. I do have a small glitch right there with the nav bar. We're gonna have to fix that. That's a bug we'll fix later on. It's not important. Section. Wait. Wait. Move this to the bottom of the page. Okay. Some guy said I could be. Google is saying I could be putting it in. Maybe putting it inside as a child by accident. So let me. Could be what's going on too. I'm just gonna make it like that. It doesn't even matter. Okay. Ah. One guy said, okay, let me go into my community. Let me add a media screen and Max. And screen. Doing he wants to. He said do a mid width. Mid width of 1200 pixels. And then we'll run hashtag blog dot container. And then this will be max width of 700. Okay. Then we need to go back into our blog. And we'll do. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna add this into a section. So he said do it by section. So I'm gonna kind of read what he said on my school, the school that I went through for this. We have like a big group on there. You can chat with other people. It's pretty cool, other programmers. And he said instead of using a div, do a section and give your ID so you can target that in your CSS. Okay, so I can target it for this. So the ID is gonna allow me to target it differently and style it differently on this page. Since I'm an idiot and I put it all in one block that controls my index as well. So we will go ahead, comment this out, and we're going to try to do a section here, and then we can give it a class of section 2, right? We'll give it an ID of blog, right? And then we'll give it a div, so dot container, okay? And then we'll give it h1, and then we can put our stuff in there. Now we have to go style it. So let's go into here. Let's go to hashtag blog. And we need to try a pattern. He said pattern, try a pattern. So we got to play around with this. 60 pixels. We can try 60 pixels and then 0 for. Okay. Hashtag blog and dot container. Max width of not working. I don't know why. What the hell? Ah, bah, 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 bah. Mm-mm. Not working, bro. I never use AI, but I'm about to use AI. I'm getting aggravated. close, getting closer here. Oh, where's my closing tag at? My God. My God. Okay. Hmm. Oh, maybe I don't need a closing tag. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading from Google, see if I can get help. I don't think I added it into the. Yeah, I should have a closing tag. So, there we go. So, now I need to go in here. No, I need to have a hero overlay. That worked. Now my background's hella big. Um, I might have to go ask ChatGPT. I don't like using it. I don't ever use it for programming, but sometimes I use it for debugging. I mean, if I get lost, if I get confused with what's going on, I know what I want to do, but I'm not sure why it's doing that. Should be doing that. Am I missing something? Let me see if I can find it. What's going on here? Move, low, pull, and add to. I don't have it like that though. Hmm. Hmm. Let me try to call on my home and blog. I should be able to call home, right? Dot hero. And we could say height. That don't work. Wait. Hmm. I can't find any help. So, oh my god, dude, this is aggravating. I'm gonna try one more thing. I think I found something on Google. I'm gonna try. Wait. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Let me go into Hero. Let me try. At this. Doesn't look right. Uh, Let's see if I can specify that. Try to come up with some idea here. Yeah, do a height. Are you doing some more Googling? I don't know what's going on. Looks like crap. Um, Oh, you know what? I think I'm missing this. Mm. I'm so confused. Back to Google. Back to the homework. Might just go to freaking ChatGPT, dude. What I do right now, I'm getting aggravated. Help me debug. Help me debug, buddy. I want to use it for debugging. If I get stuck, like really bad, I can't figure it out. Yeah. Either that or I'll go ask one of my friends. Finally. That's what I did wrong. I didn't add it into its own section, which is ID blog to. Ah, okay. I see what I did wrong. I went ahead and give it a little glow too. Okay. So I added it to the wrong. I didn't change the ID. Ah, okay. I had background on the body. I didn't realize. Now I need to put this downward. Oops. Now we gotta figure out how to move this down, down a little bit from the header, like around here. How do I do that? I don't remember. I think I need to call on my post container. And maybe get like a margin bottom, move it up, right? We'll get a margin top. Doesn't do nothing. Hmm. Google it. The heck? Page. Wait, there we go. There we go. Finally fixed it. I had to do a little research. Oh man. I ain't gonna lie, I had to use a little AI to kind of help me. I was stuck. I didn't know what I was doing for a second. I didn't know what code I needed to do to change to make it work. Sometimes that happens. You get stuck and you don't remember what you're doing or what you need to do to make it work. Or if you're trying to debug it and you really don't know what's going on. You gotta use the resources, man. Now I did the website from scratch, but I use JavaScript. JavaScript is the only thing I need. I got help from my friend. I did some of it, but he did the admin stuff. That was my first time using ChatGPT to kind of help me because I was confused to what was going on. So everything works nicely now. You can go to blog and then you can just go back to the website. Now we need to figure out how to get the AI. Now we gotta figure out how to get our video stuff to work now. So I'm gonna have to go back into Google API and services. API and services. Hmm. See if I can get this to work. Let me delete the key because the key's broken now. Hmm. That's gonna be the hardest part right here, getting the key to work again. Let me change it. Are you serious right now? Let me disable it. Re-enable it. Come on, work, work, work. Come on. Try to enable it again. Hey. Okay. Blog. Back. Blog. Post. That looks nice. I'm happy with it now. I had to use a little help, but I wasn't sure what I had it in the wrong one. Maybe I'm getting tired. I don't know. I had it in the wrong folder, or I was calling the wrong ID. I could have had this in the same page, in its own page, but I could do a section where just you can scroll down and see the blog. I think we can. I think it's safe to say we can probably post this now. and the live version. This would be the live version right here. I think we should go ahead and get out of this. Go ahead and make it go live. I like it. And there we go. How does that look on mobile devices? Sick. Sick. Oh, that's so sick. That is sick.
There we go. Hopefully it doesn't turn. Pull up. Pull the freaking things. Vehicle stop on Marina.
Alright.